Oi, oi, oi. Let's get that charging. Whew. Yeah. How's it going, Tia? Happy Friday. How you doing? It's Friday. It's Friday. Whew. Oh, yes, yes. Do do do. Oops. Should put that away. Go right in there. Do do do. Oops. Knocking stuff over. Whew. Do, do. How are you doing, Tia, though? You doing good? It's so quiet in here. Yeah, forgive me, I'm kind of out of it again. I'm caught some kind of summer bug. Yay. Oh, I think it's just a cold or something, but I'm kind of out of it. That's nothing new, though. I'm always kind of out of it, but yeah, I just don't have a whole lot of energy today. I think I'm on day 3, so I'm kind of hoping it's on its way out. I've got the sniffles. A lot of places I can't hear. Aw, thank you, Tia. Thank you. And that's okay. I'm being kind of quiet too. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, my nose is driving me crazy. Ah, do do. Yeah, I'm not sure how many people we're gonna have show up today from the usual crowd. I know Ray's actually. Well, I think he said he had work today, but he's at a convention here in California, um, in Artist Alley, selling some of his work. So hopefully he's gonna do really great and sell a ton of stuff this weekend. And I wouldn't doubt it. He's got awesome stuff. So hopefully we'll be doing that. I know Lena is. I believe she said on her first camp. So that's pretty cool. Hopefully she's gonna be having a ton of fun doing that too. A Labor Day camp out, no less. That should be pretty epic. Should be lots of people to hang out and mingle with, so that's always kind of fun. Um, Sweet, and I just found something I've been looking for. I just spotted it across the room. Hang on, I'm going to move it so that I don't wonder where it is later, because I will forget. Yeah, no worries. I'm knocking stuff over. Um, yeah, it's Friday. It's Friday, so typos are all completely allowed. But yeah, feeling sick sucks. Could be worse though. I mean, I am standing, so that's good. First day this happened, I was pretty much in bed the whole time. I think I got up to do just a little bit of work, and I was just done after like 20 minutes. It was horrible. But At least it's not that bad. It's just general lack of energy and feeling kind of crappy, but none of the, none of the nasty stuff. So I'm good with that. And it's probably just exhaustion. I've been working like 2 weeks solid without a real day off, and so it's nice that I was able to kind of take a couple days off here while I'm sick, and that usually helps. You get some rest, and it usually bounces right back. So I'm kind of hoping for that. But yeah, so we actually have new art on the wall too. So definitely had to stream today. So we actually have some new art on the wall, and we have some new art came in. So I'll definitely be showing that at least. We'll do kind of a short tour because honestly, standing up is just taking a lot out of me. So I'll probably sit down here at some point, and I was thinking I'll do a little bit of drawing. I know it's not super entertaining to watch. I don't think, but I mean, it's always entertaining to watch art be made, but usually I'm more entertained by all of the amazing artists you see here. Um, I don't know. I don't know if people like watching mine or not, but um, the Art Clan has been super encouraging, and so I'm gonna go with it. I know Pride definitely gave me that kick in the butt and said you need to draw on stream, so I'm gonna be doing that, and and uh, and several people have been cheering me on too, which is really really cool. And again, I think that's one of the really cool things about our art community is that everyone is really really encouraging about. It doesn't matter what your skill level is. It's just the encouragement to try, and I mean that's how you're gonna get better anyways. It's just a matter of practice. I mean, some people are lucky and they're born with a really natural talent for artwork, whether it be painting or drawing or both, or there's all kinds of different art mediums. And some people are really lucky and they're kind of born with that talent. Um, but I think no matter what the case is, whether you were born with it or it may not come like for me, it's definitely not natural. Um, but I am a strong believer, and I think most everyone is that if you want something bad enough and you're willing to work for it, you can do it. And so, in my case, I just need to practice, 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 and I'll get better and better. And so that's what I need to do. And I think even if you are born with a natural talent for art, I think again the more you practice, the better you're gonna get. And so it's really great that the art group, the art clan, is just so awesome about encouraging people. Yeah, get on there. Get draw something. Stream your stuff. We'll be in there. We'll be cheering you on. If you don't want to stream, if you just want to sit there and draw, do that too. Go for it. It's awesome. Art is an amazing, amazing thing. So definitely got to do that. But yes, so kind of ran off on that little tangent there, but that's okay. Yeah. So, yeah, so I think what I'll do is we'll do a tour of just the Art Wall 2.0, and then I want to show off a few additional pieces that have come in. Show everything we've got on hand. I always hate when I don't do that on a show, but just honestly, with my energy levels being where they are, I'm kind of thinking we'll just show kind of the new pieces that just came in. And then I'll sit down and we'll start drawing. And again, if you guys want to see anything else or anything, feel free to throw it up in the comments there. And I'm more than happy to do it if someone's specifically asking for it for sure. I'll definitely do it. But yeah, so there we go. So that's kind of my spiel. So we'll actually get up and do that in just a second here. We have no viewers. Awesome. But that's okay, because it archives the video, hopefully. Well, I don't have any music going, so it shouldn't pull it for any reason. So, yeah, well, wish they have no one in here. Maybe, you know what, that's what I'm gonna do. Since we don't have any of our usual crew in here, and I don't have any other viewers in here right now, I think what I'm actually gonna do is just go ahead and start drawing. Um, and maybe we'll save the actual wall tour and everything for next week. Hopefully, I'll have more energy, and that'll help me to, better try and amp up the. I can't even think, but yeah. So hopefully, when everybody's back and we can have a good time, and we'll do it then. I hope nobody minds that I'm doing that, but I think it's just gonna work better. So yes, let me switch us around here, and yeah, so bear with me for a second. So we're gonna try and put the camera back over here. I've still yet to find a really good method of doing this. Going down. See my Goomba bouncing around out there. Alright, so I'm gonna drop the tripod down. Hopefully this isn't really loud. I'm lowering my tripod down here. That's a really good view of the controller. Alright, so let me move the controller out of the way. Set it over here. Now you get a nice view of the side of my arm. Uh-oh, did I just push a button? Why is my PS4 ramping up? Nice, just installed No Man's Sky. There you go. Okay, I'm playing that anymore. Alright. So we're going to try for this. So I'm going to do a specific piece right now, because I was talking with Ante, our very own Ant-Man, and he asked me, or I'm going to try it. And I forgot to grab the pencil sharpener and the colored pencils. So I can focus. Focus. La la la. La 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 la. Okay. There we go. That's picture, because I'm very terrible at drawing without reference pictures right now. Let's see. So we are looking for Faye Valentine from Cowboy Bebop. Ooh, there's some really good cosplay of her. That one seems possibly doable. That one maybe. Hmm. What is going on, two people? Happy Friday and or Saturday, depending on where you're at. Welcome to the stream. We're just setting up to do some drawing here. I'm just looking for my reference picture to use. Ooh, this is a tough choice. See, I prefer to do like full bodies, or like, oh, what do they call that? Like bust pictures where you've got just like from the ribs up, basically. That'd be like a half portrait. I'm not sure. I can't think. Alright, so I've got my reference picture. We're gonna try for it. Oh, you know what I forgot? I need a small container to catch my pencil shavings in. I don't know. I'll figure it out. No, wait. I can use a Pringles can. There. And now we have a Pringles can. What is going on, Kurt? Happy Friday to you. How you doing? Get ready to laugh, because I'm going to try and draw. It's going to be all kinds of bad, but I'm going to try. By the way, Kurt, the pieces you've been doing recently, your digital pieces there, the Final Fantasy stuff and everything, holy crap, dude, that's awesome. Absolutely gorgeous. Like, seriously, 2 thumbs way up. There, get them both in frame. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. What is my phone exploding about? Oh, it's going okay. I'm actually kind of sick right now, but it's okay. I think I'm on the upswing finally. I've had to take a couple days to finally rest. It seems to be helping. Yeah, no problem, man. It's awesome. Okay. Wait, where did my reference picture go? So, yeah. But very, very cool stuff, Kurt. Absolutely awesome. So, Ante asked me to draw Faye Valentine from Cowboy Bebop. So, I am going to attempt to draw Faye Valentine from Cowboy Bebop. Don't know how well this is gonna go, but I've got my reference picture. You can see right there. I'm gonna try and do like just the face, because so far I've had better luck with doing like just faces as opposed to full body, even though I kind of prefer full body pictures, especially when you've got, you know, certain characters that are nice to look at, for lack of a better word. But so I don't know if you caught Kurt the other week. Killer asked me to do Naruto, so I did a Naruto. I don't know if you guys can see these. It's a weird camera angle. But spent the last 2 months trying to nail that face style. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, that one was all kinds of bad. Ray challenged me to do Jill Valentine from Resident Evil. It's so bad. But I tried. I did a little Miku for Swiss. This is actually one that I was relatively happy with. It's a little chibi Miku. I was relatively happy with that one. Again, these are all straight from a reference picture. Last week, Paper actually, like, literally typed out shapes to draw and their placement to help me create a Mario drawing. It was crazy, but it was really cool. So I call this a collaboration piece because he was literally like walking me through. You know, he's like, "Hey, draw an oval. Now draw an oval inside that oval," and he's doing this all through the YouTube chat. So you can imagine how long and how much typing poor Paper had to do. So I'm actually gonna mail him this copy. It's the least I could do. I think Spanky asked me to do Geodude from, yeah, that was Spanky from Pokemon. So I did a Geodude. Yeah, exactly. Like I was talking earlier in the show, I am already seeing a little bit of an improvement. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. And yeah, so I'm with you. I think it's just a matter of there's somebody asked me to draw Ash from Pokemon. Knight wanted me to draw Artica from something. So I did that. That's some of my old drawings. I printed out some line work that was free to use on DeviantArt. As long as you included her name down there. So I got some colored pencils. I might try a stab at coloring a link and see how that turns out. Killer asked me to do a mushroom for Mario Brothers. This one I did a long time ago. I think you've seen this one before. This is actually one of my absolute favorite pieces I've ever done. And it was all done in pen, too. No pre-sketching. I was pretty happy with that. But I actually drew that when I first was watching you guys. It's like Ray, Klaatu, Pride, and Ukurt. This is back when we all first started hanging out. You guys got me all fired up. So sitting there waiting with one of my clients and... working on one of their machines, and a hard drive sitting out on the bench, and I was like, well, I gotta sit here and wait for this thing to load for like 2 hours, so maybe I should just do some drawing. So that's what I did, and that's how that one happened. And I did a Pikachu, and ooh, nice, Kurt, nice, thank you. I always like Batman drawing. What was I saying? Well, I lost track of what I was doing, what I was saying. Oh yeah, so I did a Pikachu drawing and I did a Black Goku. I was watching Lena stream one day, and I don't remember how, somehow or another, she's like, you should try and draw one game. I'm like, okay, fine. So I just sat there, and it actually turned out pretty decent. She asked me to send it to her, so I did. And so I don't have those anymore. I think I got a copy of it somewhere. I scanned it or something. But yeah, so that's from my recent drawing exploits. And very, very cool. Okay, what was I doing? I don't even remember. Okay. It's cool. It's definitely got better through them. Yeah, there has been a subtle improvement. I do have to say I'm already kind of seeing a little bit. Although it kind of depends. Like the realism with the Jill Valentine, it's still pretty rough. I don't know. I need to practice more. So I'm doing much better with like the anime style compared to a more realistic look. I think, of course, just because the anime style is generally a little simpler, is my assumption. And I tend to, when I'm looking for a reference picture, I tend to look for the simpler picture too, just because of where my skill set is. But I'm still trying to figure out like my process. Because I have a tendency to, like I have to do it through structures, as I like to think of it. So, because I really struggle with the proportion of things. It's like, yeah, see, the Pokemon, exactly. I found the Pokemon much easier to draw than most everything else. I think you're right, because it is a more simple design. Compared to something like the Jill Valentine, where most of the reference art I'm finding is kind of modern gen CG stuff, and it's really hard for me to try and do that, because one of the biggest things I'm struggling with is proportion. So if the reference drawing is simple enough to where I can get one of the structures, either the hair or the face, in proportion, I have a much easier time filling everything else out around it. Whereas if it's more complicated, my proportions wind up looking really off. So, excuse me. And I am a little bit sick here, so do pardon if I make a lot of bad noises in the camera. I keep having to clear my throat and things like that. So originals were great for kids learning to draw. Yeah, absolutely. And even adults to this day, apparently, because okay, sorry. Yeah, so just to see the article again. There you go. What's going on, Knight? Yeah, I was actually just showing Kurt. She's in here somewhere. I should get the Miku out there too. There she is. Bam! Arca Vulcan right there. Live long and prosper. So there you go, Knight. Spinkus learn, use cheap paper to come. Absolutely right, Kurt. Yeah, I'm using LaserJet paper. I should probably pick up some standard like inkjet printer paper. Just because this has like a more like a gloss to it, so it does kind of, it's a little different to draw on, but it works. One of the biggest things I still struggle with though is all growing up and even this day, I have a tendency when I write or draw to draw really hard. And then when I draw, I butcher badly. Yeah, I don't know about that, Night. But yeah, I tend to draw harder on the paper. So like when I go to, erase a mistake or something, there's that outline or indentation in the paper. So I really need to get a handle on drawing lighter, which is why actually when I was doing the first few drawings, I have this mechanical pencil that came in a fancy pen and pencil set my sister got me for Christmas one year. And it's really nice because it's really well balanced. But because it's a mechanical pencil, it tends to force me to draw lighter. I couldn't use, well, I mean, I did, but it was hard for me to use mechanical pencils when I was younger because I would constantly break the lead because, like I said, I was pretty heavy-handed. But for some reason, this specific mechanical pencil, I find it much easier to draw lighter, and I'm wondering if that's why the Pikachu and the Black Goku and those pieces, like the Ash I did at that time, also came out better, is because when I made a mistake, it was easier to erase because, of course, it was drawn lighter. Whereas if I use this one, I have a tendency, I mean, you can tell right there, well, because it's camera angle. So the top one is the mechanical pencil, and the bottom one is the standard pencil. So, the downside is the bottom one actually shows better on camera most of the time. My lighting kind of still sucks badly. So it is still kind of hard to see, but holy cow, my phone is exploding. Okay, so so yeah, you can see I can see when I erase the top line, it's gone. But you can actually still faintly see the bottom line there. So I prefer mechanical pencil. It's closest to ballpoint pressure. Okay. Honestly, I prefer a pen much more than any other writing implement most of the time. Just because that's what I've been using for so many years. It just feels more natural to me. But I mean, when you're drawing, obviously, you know, unless you're really good, like you, Kurt, yeah, pen doesn't end well for me. Although the hard drive drawing turned out right, so I don't know. But yes, so it's all kind of live and learn. So that's what we'll do. Okay, so I'm going to try and do this drawing here. Oh my goodness. I'm so tired. So again, it's a matter of I have to find a structure. Let's not use the sheet. I like left marks all over. Okay, so I'm going to try and create a structure here that I can recognize. And I always have this kind of battle of, do I draw the face first? Do I draw the hair first? Like, I have a tendency, it's easier to draw from like the top down, almost like a line printer, but that doesn't work half the time. Even if you trace at the start, it gets you used to the hand. Yeah, that's true. The link outline just kind of get, yeah, the hand movements down. Kind of build that muscle memory, I'm assuming. But I just haven't sat down and done it yet. But yeah. So I've got kind of a curious camera angle set up here. So I'm probably going to bump the camera a handful of times. Okay, sorry. Okay. Alright, let's see what I can do. So, where'd that piece of scratch paper go? Let's see if is that visible at all? I actually need like a drawing table that would prop it up just a little bit, because that makes quite a difference on whether or not you guys can see it. Dun dun dun. I'll still do my best. But yes. So we actually have new artwork on the art wall, a new space piece. And by the way, Team Instinct, there you go. There you go. I'm sadly not playing Pokemon Go. Because I know that I'd just get hooked. And because, you know, exercise would be such a terrible thing for me. I should really just mute this phone. Otherwise, you guys are going to be hearing that like, constantly. I'm going to laugh if the YouTube video archive gets pulled because of that Mario thing there. Yeah. A really weird guy. Kind of seemed like he was on something. Came up our driveway, drove around the side of our house, parking like way down around beneath our balcony on the patio. Literally parks his car back there. I wouldn't even take a truck back there. He gets his car back there. Little Hyundai Sonata. It's Florida plates, which is weird. It's the opposite end of the country. And then he's wandering around outside of our house. He walks around to the front of the house. We happen to be sitting in one of the front rooms, looked out the window, and there's this guy stumbling around out there. Not stumbling, but he's kind of skulking around. And he looked really suspicious when he saw us. And so, we walked out there because at first I thought he was just a, solicitor walking the neighborhood trying to sell something. And but he wound up, he's talking to my mom and saying something to the effect of he was going to be moving into the community soon, but he didn't know which lot he was supposed to be on, and he's got his car stuck on somebody's property, but he wasn't really sure whose property it was, which, I mean, if you knew the layout of our house, come on, dude, you got out, you're on our back patio, you followed the walkway around the house to the front door, or front windows. Whose property do you really think you're on? I mean, come on, dude. And his whole body language was just all kinds of wrong. And his story just wasn't making a whole lot of sense. And he just seemed really kind of on something, like tweaker, like, I don't know, the whole thing was really suspicious. So we got his car out for him, helped him back out of there. But I'll be honest. I went and I got the gun, and I was waiting. Just took photos of his plates and just not taking any chances. But he was really suspicious, and that was not. That was weird. Swoop there. I'll wait to connect that. So yeah, really weird stuff though. Really weird stuff. Yeah, I don't know about this reference picture. And it's kind of weird to draw like this because I got like my tripod like in between my arms, and so I'm kind of like reaching around the tripod. But it is kind of the best camera angle I got for the moment. Take the Goomba off the boom handle. But yeah, really weird thing. So. Can you guys see? Yeah, it's showing okay on camera. Not super great. If you do the hair first, it might help. So exactly, that's kind of what I'm trying to do. Especially with this reference picture, I think it will be simpler to get the face, because it's kind of like an angle on the face. So Alright, here we go. The hard part is I kind of want to outline the face now. Left to right was how I was taught. I'm doing right to left, but yeah. Wonder if that would be better. I kind of started with the right on this one just because there's dead space here. So kind of thought, well, that kind of... Because like I said, my proportions tend to be kind of off, so I'm always concerned that I'm going to run the right-hand side off the page if I start with the side that's butted up against the page. I don't know if that makes a whole lot of sense, but it's just what my brain's doing. Alright, so let's try and do the left-hand side now. Toot, toot. Actually, no, let me go back to the right side a little bit. Let's see if I can just get the hair right here. Something like that. Now I'll do the left-hand side. Can't decide where I want to put it. What the heck? We're gonna just go for it. Just got like a sweep going in toward her eye there. That's probably a little too low, but I'll play with that in a minute. This, we'll just continue it on. Let's just go down there. I don't know what this thing is, but it's kind of shoulder pad or something. Me. Do what you can do. Okay, so now that should help me to get the hairband, headband, whatever you want to call it. I guess the top goes like right there. So the bottom's gonna be like right there. So my proportions are already a little bit off, but that's alright. I'm trying. So there's the general framework. I guess you can't even see that, dang it. There's the general framework. I think I might be able to frame the face out. Ah! Oh, it's stinking hot. Bleh. Sorry. Okay. So now, gotta do her, the other part of her hair, which is, I see. I wonder if I should actually frame the bottom of her face first. Might be easier to do it that way. Get the tablet out of the way. See, what I'm gonna do is put her collar in real quick. Which I probably really shouldn't be doing until I'm sure of where everything's going, but I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so there's a little bit of an air gap there, so why did I pick a picture with an angle? Well, let's see, so her face is supposed to follow the hairline a little bit. Maybe I can just use that. So this will come out, tucks in a little bit, and cheek flares out just a little bit, and then it comes down, and then it's going to cut back at kind of a sharper angle right back into the hair. Hey, that doesn't look too bad, actually. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty darn happy with that. That's way better than I was expecting that to go. One second. Yeah, it's hard to draw without any music on, though. So I did actually reorganize the art wall a little bit. So I actually did show it at the beginning of the broadcast here, although it didn't go up for close-up. Because most everybody of our usual group is doing something today. So I kind of thought, well, maybe we'll save the big debut for when more of our group can hang out. So that'll probably be next week. But yeah, we got some cool new stuff to show. Dang it, where did my picture go? There we go. Okay. Okay. So there's a chin. The eyes, I'm still struggling. This is it should be a little more pointed, but I don't know what I'm doing. This is going to be rough. Yeah, I'm hating how this is looking. It's going to look like a really bad eyebrows. Alright, I'm just going to switch over to like a wider stroke here. This is probably going to throw the perspective off too. But just to start, I'm going to go with that, just to kind of frame it, hopefully. Ugh, it looks awful. It looks awful. Alright. It's like right in the curvature of her cheek. So it's like right there. swoopy. It's gonna be a Vulcan again, just watch. Yeah. Blarg. Blarg. Toot toot. Alright, so her other eye is actually like extending into her hairline, so there's like a dark spot. Whoa, calm down, phone. It's hard because this one's got to be slightly larger because it's closer to the camera. Yeah, those are way too far apart. She looks like an alien. Ah. So again, I think proportion is the problem. Whole face needed to be just a little bit tighter. Well, let me see what happens. Yeah, she's really gonna look like an alien, I can guarantee it. This one tucks in here. It's too small. Actually show like the crease of her eye too, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, it's too high. Doo-doo-doo. Then we gotta get her eyebrows. You actually need to go further left. No, not far enough. Something like that. And technically that goes into her hairline, but I'm gonna kind of fudge it. That helped a little bit. They're still too far apart, but it helped a little bit. This I like. It's a very simple nose. I like that. Of course, most of the noses in anime are pretty simple, but just a little V. They put shadowing in there, makes it look all fancy, but you guys see that? I need to find like a desk lamp and see if I put that up here, if that would help. Okay, then her mouth. This is the other part I really suck at. So she got like a little V right there. Me. A little shadow in there. And then I gotta do collar. Which they've got all this fancy detail on theirs. That would make a big difference, but dang it. Stay on, you dumb phone. Should change the timeout settings, but it's got like a line going up there. And then it comes down right there. Just gonna go up like right there. This is where the edge of the collar is, which continues on around all the way down until it goes off the page. Dude. Let's see if I can draw like the internal structure. Already messing up. Ugh, what have I done? Oh, man, this is tricky. Alright, back to it. Here we go. Maybe her eye is just a little too... Wow. Somebody is going ballistic. Alright. Dang it. I keep doing that. Lighter. Lighter, I say. So what are you guys thinking so far? Is it looking halfway decent? For a complete amateur? The eye spacing is definitely too far apart. But I think the face overall is just a little too, like, squished. But what are you gonna do? If I can add some lines in here to maybe make that just slightly better. Not really though. Blah. Because she's looking over her shoulder. So that's what I'm trying to emulate, but of course I completely forgot to finish like this piece of hair running into her eye. That was brilliant. Dang it, phone. Ah. So I could cheat and bring the hair out and then do what they did. Let me try that. See what happens. Can't decide whether I'd want to do that throughout all the hair or not, but now that I kind of did it there, dang it. Kind of might have to. Darn it.